Farmers in Southwest Florida are giving winter's first blast the cold shoulder because this here, well, this is their livelihood. These plants are very, very fragile during the cold temperatures, and if they lose this crop, they lose the cash that goes with it. Their cats were all over the streets, but right now animal control officials have started to round up as many cats as they can outside. They've been caging them in cages like this. It took jurors about 40 minutes to reach their verdict, but prosecutors say they were not surprised by the quick turnaround. The original search took place at about 6:30 this evening. Deputies were just about to leave the area when the search got hot again. Although the owner of this home is dead, officials say there are clear indications inside that someone has been living here. They found fresh food inside, but even after this massive roundup tonight, many cats are still running free.
We noticed a lot more cats roaming around the neighborhood. Our garbage kept getting knocked over. Every so often we'd smell the stench.
The neighborhood had become a feline frenzy. She had enough.
It was time to call animal control.
But when they got on scene, they found the entire home crawling with cats.
Could have been prevented if these animals were spayed and neutered.
So many cats, they had to call for backup. Animal Services found out the person who lived here died last month. They needed a search warrant to get inside. So they started rounding up the cats on the outside. Some didn't want to go willingly. But with a little persuasion, animal control officers were able to lure them in and load them up. Nearly 8 hours later, the search warrant was signed and officers moved in.
Quite horrendous. Inside the home we found a large accumulation of feces and urine.
You just want to vomit.
They captured and caged 127 cats.
It's too much cats.
Unbelievable. I'm astonished.
Although hungry,
they don't have any food or water.
Many seemed friendly, others not so much. While some of the kittens are in good condition, others will have a long recovery.
There were cats that did have large open wounds, broken limbs.
But officials believe within a week, most will be able to be adopted.
Hopefully, and they'll hopefully find good homes.
Animal control officials have set up several traps in and around the home to catch the remaining cats. Now they begin the process of fixing them all up and adopting them out. Mother Nature, what you see here is a combination of 2 days of hard work of them trying to protect their investments. Now they won the fight last night, but tonight is the rematch.
We're going to lay them down and cover them.
It's Wayne versus weather.
We don't get much sleep when we have cold weather.
Tonight is round 2.
From what I can tell, last night we did okay. Tonight, we're not sure.
The winter-like weather is giving him a 1-2 punch, and he's covering his palms to soften the blow.
You get used to this. I mean, you know, this is farming. This is what we do.
After last year's winter,
we really got damaged a lot.
Call him the comeback kid.
Most of our product was starting to look really nice just prior to this.
But this latest cold snap has his back against the ropes again.
It's going to hurt us, there's no doubt about it, but we always pull through.
Pumping water onto the plants will give some protection.
Water temperature is quite warm compared to the air temperature, so as long as we can keep that warmth coming, we'll be okay.
He's tired of his plants being taken out by the cold, so he has a backup plan. Last year's brutal winter and this year's early cold snap have them doing everything they can to try to save as many trees as they can. And even if this fire doesn't help save any of the foliage, it sure does make them feel a little bit better. Even if he wins round 2 tonight, he's still afraid of what may come in the normally colder months that lie ahead.
Just pray. Pray.
That's all you can do.
That's all you can do, bro.
And the temperature is reading here just between 33, 34 degrees, and the worst is still yet to come tonight. Last year they lost about $60,000. They say tonight they're already feeling it. They're just bracing for the fall. The same technology used to enter secure buildings, track shipments, and scan items at checkout, now embedded into your credit and debit cards. RFID, radio frequency identification. The purpose of RFID technology is to speed up the checkout process. You take your card, tap it against the speed pay, and you're free to go. Your information and credit card numbers have already been transferred inside to the cashier and charges sent to your bank. Credit card companies are banking on the convenience of tap and go to get consumers to use plastic over cash. In this briefcase, Walt Augustinowitz has everything he needs to steal that card information, a laptop and this little gadget.
It spits out in the clear the credit card number and expiration date.
They cost as little as $10.
Just get it near the reader.
What if I told you that standing here right now, I could steal your credit card information without picking your pocket and without touching you? What would you say?
I wouldn't believe it.
All they do is wave the card in front of here and out pops the thing. There's no special decryption or anything. There's the credit card number.
RFID has given way to a new form of pickpocketing. The NBC2 investigators put it to the test.
To get near somebody's back pocket elevator in a crowded area. Your name is Ron Stevens, right? American Express card.
Holy cow.
And your expiration is 07/2012.
Yes. Okay, I'm concerned now.
And she should be. According to the American Bankers Association, 83% of consumers use either credit or debit cards. American Express, Visa, Discover, MasterCard, all using RFID technology, which means billions of Americans are vulnerable to high-tech crooks.
It's too much technology now. I mean, you could just scan that and that's it. They know all about you.
In our test, 38% of the cards had RFID technology, and the numbers were easily read by the scanners. In the next 3 years, all cards will have RFID, but credit card companies aren't concerned. In statements to NBC2, they say, a new 3-digit code on the back is generated for each transaction, making it impossible to skim and reuse again. Many consumers claim they feel more secure with PayPass because the credit card never leaves their hands. It's technically possible, but extremely unlikely for the data to be intercepted. And while card companies say RFID is safe, some consumers aren't so sure.
I don't think it's very secure for your money and your assets.
The past 18 months, most of Jennifer Roberts' time has been spent at the Career Service Center of Southwest Florida.
I'm up every day trying to look, and it's just a struggle because there's nothing out there.
Roberts and more than 1 million other Floridians are out of work, and her unemployment benefits have run out.
It's hard to, make sure your bills are paid and food's on the table kind of thing.
The number of people filing for unemployment insurance has been skyrocketing. Since 2007, the state has paid out more than $14 billion in claims. And Florida's unemployment account? Basically empty.
Florida, like many states throughout the country, with the enormous demand that we've had throughout this recession, has had to borrow money from the federal government.
The NBC2 investigators found that more than $42 million in bogus unemployment claims have been sent out to nearly 34,000 suspected crooks in the past 3 years. That stolen cash? Well, that's coming from money we borrowed from the federal government, which means taxpayers are on the hook to pay it all back with interest.
Pretty sad, because they basically abuse it.
Since June, the Agency for Workforce Innovation has busted 20 unemployment fraudsters in Southwest Florida alone. People like Lauren Stempian. We found her nervously waiting for her turn in court. Investigators say she wasn't that nervous when she cashed in on the more than $6,000 in unemployment checks she didn't deserve.
You stole this money from people who really needed it. Do you not have anything to say for yourself?
No comment, but according to the police reports, Stempian was collecting money through the unemployment hotline while still working for the company she claimed laid her off.
Did you deserve that money?
Then Melissa Sears. In August, she was locked up for stealing unemployment funds.
I don't care. Please don't follow me.
You don't have anything to say?
No, I do not.
But you took money that you didn't deserve from people who needed it.
Roberts hopes more unemployment crooks are caught.
It's really sad, and it's really hard for those like me who need it, who really could benefit from it.
Less fraud means more money for legitimate, hard-working Americans like Roberts who've just fell on hard times.
For those of you who are thinking about potentially committing unemployment compensation fraud, don't do it. For those of you who are doing it, know that we're looking for you.